righty. And speaking of calling dad, we have some speak pipes to play. Shame that Charles isn't here, but he'll just have to deal with it. He'll have to deal with it indeed. So this first one comes to us from Casey J.
G'day, dads. Casey here. My last family Christmas, I brought along a board game that's just a deck of cards, and it's like a fantasy game that everybody sort of has a character card, and then you sort of take turns drawing from the adventure deck, and you're playing cards against each other and fighting, dragons and things that appear. It's a lot of fun. Called Dragon Vault, and I highly recommend it. But afterwards, I decided, talking to my brother, I sort of telling him about a game that I've been developing for the last few years, which is a single player, completely deck based game. And he was excited about all the concepts and everything we were discussing, so much so that he went home, and in the last 3 months, he's developed his own single player card based game. And it's awesome. And he has, the free time and the capability and motivation. And he's developed this amazing game. And I'm so jealous because that should be me. And I was just wondering, is there a situation where you've shared a passion with somebody about something and they've outdone you on your own passion project? I'm very curious, if anyone else is in this situation where you want to be happy for them, but it was meant to be your thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've had this happen. First off, huge board game nerd. That game, Dragon Vault, I think. I'll have to check that out. I thought you might have been talking about Munchkin at first, and I love Munchkin. So, and game design is something I've done as a freelancer, and I do as a hobby and kind of a side hustle as well. So I'd love to hear, shoot me a message that tells about Bob. I'd love to hear about your game. Anyway, I started freelancing on Fiverr for a while, and I was making decent money. I had a gig where I would write, I'll write, for $10, I'll write 500 words of world building lore for your tabletop or board game or video game. And I got a friend and turned her onto it. And she pretty quickly she did not pick a super esoteric niche like I did, but she pretty quickly got to where she was making like 4 times as much money as me, and ended up, because of that, she did so much work for ghostwriting for an author that author like took her under her wing and like showed her the ropes, like, oh, well, what if you keep ghostwriting for me, but you should be putting your own books out, and let me show you how to do it. And I'm just sitting over here like, I'm so happy for you and I hate you.
Oh man. Yeah, so what I did a search for Dragon Vault, and a lot of stuff that comes up is Vault of Dragons, but there is actually a dragonvaultgame.com, so I assume it's that one. And just looking at the artwork, I wonder how much of this is AI generated, because the art style switches pretty drastically between the different ones that it's showing on here. But even still, I wonder if it's pretty good. I mean, Casey says it's pretty good, so there's that. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm on that site. There's some neat. Ooh, I like mushrooms. Oh, but yeah. So yeah, no, I'll have to check that out when this is over. So
yeah, I'll have to look into that more. Yeah, Casey, he's been using some AI artwork to start creating monster art for his board game, and he's shared that in the Wise and Nerdy Discord. And so one of the ones that he had, what did he say the prompt was for it? It was slime cube in caravan. And so it just looks like a truck, but the back of the truck is a giant slime, almost like a gelatinous cube. a
Nice.
gelatinous cube on wheels.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. I am eagerly awaiting more progress on that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
but yeah, as far as someone taking my idea and running with it, that is a good question. I nothing's coming to mind. I'm sure it's happened to me before, but nothing is jumping straight to me.
Yeah.
So
I'm normally the guy who is doing projects for in my group. Like it would be more common in our friend group that like someone has an idea and I'm like, oh, I think I could do something with that, and then I take it and run with it, and they've long since forgotten about it.
you're the idea stealer.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't steal ideas, but it's just one of those like it, I am in our friend group, I'm the guy who like always organizes the game nights and stuff like that. And so
Okay.
it if a project is undertaken that is not in some way related to home repairs, it was probably instigated by me, and hopefully taken to completion at some point.
Well, there you go. All right, we've got one more speak pipe that is not a dad joke. We've got several that are dad jokes. We've got one more. This one's from DevoSite.
Okay, so Lefty, a couple of jokes. You're welcome, Charles. So I wonder if you guys ever have this. My wife is pimping me out for my plumbing skills. I'm always happy to help out. I'm that kind of a guy, just always willing to step in, help. But I really find it funny when my wife friends will ask their husband if I can fix their stuff after they've been working on it for a while. I don't know if this is a common thing, and I always kind of feel bad, but at the same time, I just hate seeing things being half done. So, kind of curious if you guys ever run into this.
Well, you messed up by having a marketable skill. You know, my wife is not pimping me out to go write books for people. So, but that said, I am literally to Saturday. I am driving like probably like close to 4 hours round trip to pick up a washer um, from someone for my in-laws because my wife volunteered me to do it because I had made the mistake of buying a truck. So now I'm the guy with the truck. And so
Oh yeah, you get asked for a lot of things when you're the guy with the truck.
I'm lucky that in my immediate friend group, like someone in every couple has a truck, but in my in-laws family, like all my wife's family, I'm the only one with a truck. So I get anything that requires a truck, I get called.
All right.
I'm happy to help.
Random kid. Your wife, the pimp. Sounds like a mini series. I wouldn't mind trying. Oh man.
A nice slice of life anime. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I haven't watched it, but the Way of the Husbandman or whatever keeps getting recommended to me on Netflix. It's an anime. I think he's like a retired mob guy who's now a stay-at-home dad or something. But anyway, yeah, I have become tech support for so many people because I am a computer guy. So whenever there's a problem, I am the go-to person. Like my in-laws, they text me like, Joe, can you tell me what to do on the computer? I'm like, okay, let's FaceTime so I can actually see what it is you're trying to describe to me. Or like downstairs in their basement, they have some older Nintendo consoles from when their kids were younger, my wife and her brother. And so they've got a Nintendo 64 and a GameCube down there that's hooked up to an old VCR, because it's got the red, white, and yellow connections. And they had no idea how to actually get it working. And so I wrote step-by-step instructions, change it to channel 2, turn on the power on the VHS. And so yeah, they still have that in the cupboard right there that they reference anytime my kids come over and want to play the games, so that they can get them up on the TV. But yeah, as far as skills that I'm pimped out for, that's the one.
See, I got lucky, and my older brother although I work in tech, I work as like a technical writer. I don't have to understand the technology. I just have to write the technology. So my older brother, he's the real tech guy. So I'm a faux tech guy. So he gets all those phone calls. So
yeah, it's rough being dependable sometimes.
Yeah.